So, let's see. I'm looking at the crime blotter. Serial sex offender gets indefinite sentence after an attack. Killer who raped, decapitated 12-year-old Ontario girl has been paroled. Two suspects broke in, shot a Brampton man in the back, and fled. The second such break-in at his home in 2 weeks. His wife says they can't stay here anymore. No arrests. And what do I see on the political side of the ledger? Oh, the Liberals are all about bail reform all of a sudden. Drea, do you smell a rat here?
It's just copycat. That's all they're doing. And, it's long overdue, but we'll take what little we can get. But it sounds like it's out of control in Ontario anyways. I'm just going to add one little crime thing that I saw too, in case we haven't talked about it, which is, sorry, I shouldn't say little, where the RCMP sting out there, exposed over 1,000, men trying to buy sex with little children.
Oh.
So there's a lot happening at once out there, and but not enough. It's getting more and more violent, more and more unsafe, and the Liberals, it's just like I said, we need more than just that.
Yeah, they're clearly not serious. And I'll believe it when I see it. And by the way, there's that story.
Yeah.
Windsor Essex men among staggering 1,100 men in Ontario inquiring about sex with kids in police sting. Although, Drea, let's not use the P word, pedophile. In certain circles, they'll be called those who pursue intergenerational love, and MAP, minor attracted person. And I believe, wasn't it you when we were in Alaska? If I'm wrong, I apologize, but these people that are all about having intergenerational love, and that means a mature person with a minor, and the apologist will say, well, if it's consensual, what's the problem? Weren't they trying to get a symbol on the so-called Pride Progress flag so that they were included, much like, the purple flurple circle for non-binary people, whatever that is? Was that you that told me that was floated recently?
It definitely was floated. I will say it's not like, the bulk of the LGBTQ community. It's some very, strange people, but you're seeing it more and more. The fact that you can see more than one person suggesting such or having these talks, even a TED talk that is sort of normalizing pedophilia and things like that, shows that it's growing program. And in academia, we're seeing this language, oh, you shouldn't stigmatize, just like with, drug use in public in BC and giving crack pipes and free drugs. Don't stigmatize anything. So that's the language we're trying to see. No, you should be stigmatizing pedophilia.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. Even, Dre, as I found out from some research 2 years ago, the United Nations, of all entities, they're down with trying to destigmatize pedophilia, or whatever fancy word they come up with. But imagine that in the Rainbow Mafia community, where you'd even have like a 300-pound bearded Bubba, now going by the name Betty, going, ooh, that's weird. I mean,
Yeah.
even they were against this.
And I could see if there was like some sort of anonymous hotline or avenue to a counselor, and you want to say, hey, this is a safe place for you to come and get help. I'm all for that. But allow us to shame, please. Society has to put shaming where shaming is due.
Oh, listen, I mean, I think we've had this discussion. When, it's the word that's entered the lexicon in this day and age of obese TV, the 1,000-pound sisters, my 600-pound life, and so on and so forth. Oh, don't fat shame anyone. And I go, well, as long as you're not doing it in a mocking way, as long as you're being concerned about, say, a loved one who's packing on the pounds, because, Drea, if you become morbidly obese, not maybe, but you will shorten your life. You'll get diabetes. You'll get cardiovascular disease. You'll likely have a heart attack. Don't trust me. Ask any doctor about this. And I got to tell you, once upon a time, 1988, Thank God Lady Manzoid's mother fat shamed her. She said to her, "You're looking a little blimpy." And you know what happened? She joined a gym, and that's where I met her in a hot tub. If she wasn't fat shamed, I'd never would have met the love of my life. So, fat shaming, not so bad.
That sounds like a loving way of doing it anyway. So